Okay, today we're going to show you a Harig 618 3-axis automatic. This is called the Autostep. You have automatic cross feed, you've got longitudinal table feed, which is hydraulic, and you've got down feed, which is electronic. Your cross feed is also electronic, and it's controlled by a stepper motor and special boards in the cabinet that control the step motors. This is your operator station for your automatic down feed for the vertical axis. Put your program in here, either a plunge grinding program or a surface grinding program. You also have your OS Walker chuck controller, your variable speed, your on and off, and your demag. You got the fine division 618 Walker LBP electronic chuck. What did we do to this machine? Okay, we took it apart. It needed a new crossfeed screw and nut, so we put that in. Needed a new lubrication pump in the back there, so we put a new lubrication pump in. We pulled out the hydraulic tank and we cleaned that all out nice. We replaced the two hydraulic hoses that it has on it. And the electronic boards that I was talking about, we sent them out to Harig, or the people that Harig used to service them. And the boards were serviced, so you got a repaired driver card and a logic board for the down feed. So that's all good stuff to have on one of these, plus a brand new flow control valve there for your longitudinal table. So over here you got a switch to start this table, and that's what we're going to do. This knob here controls your speed of your table. On the side here you've got a switch with dogs that you adjust for your cross-feed travel. Your spindle start, your hydraulic start, the coolant, and cross-feed when you want to use it. Now that feeds until it hits the switch on the side and reverses. The amount that this feeds is adjusted down here with these thumb switches. You want to stop the table, you stop it like that. This control box here, you can wrap it as much as this rapids, up and down. You have a ring on here that you tighten or set to your size if you want to keep track. Then you put your little program in here. As soon as you turn this off and turn it on again, this will go to 0. And then as you come down, you just count along. You can also jog it down 1/10 at a time. It's very accurate. So then you put in your program here, how much, after you get down to 0 and it does a certain amount of spark out passes, it wants to know how high to go again. So just for a sake, I've got 50 thousandths in there. And then it wants to know what your total depth is going to be. So you have to say, let's say we're taking off 10 thousandths plus that 50 thousandths, so it's 51. All right, so we'll set that. When I start the cycle here, let's get the table going. And we won't use the cross slide, we'll just do a plunge grind first. And when I start the cycle, this is automatically going to come down that 50 thousandths and then start feeding here. 2/10 at a time until we take off the thousandths. It's a really quick program. We're only taking off 1/1000. If I wanted to do that again, we wrap it down to 50, which is just a number that you put in there, and then it's feeding the 2/10 each time till we get to 1/1000. Now if I wanted to go 2/1000, I just change it there in my total depth. Now we wrap it down to basically a safe position, and then you come down to 10 thousandths, 12. And now we're at size. It asks you how many spark out passes you want to make, and it gives you here the depth. Now if you leave one of these empty, it will only feed on the one side. So if you're doing a a plunge grind, it tells you here, table at left or reversal. Now, if you want to do, surface grinding, you have to start your cross slide and then start your cycle here. Again, it'll come down and then it won't feed until it has a cross feed reversal. So there you go, you fed the first 2/10. Now we start to reverse the table. You can interrupt this cycle if you want and then start it again. But we're not going to sit here and watch the whole cross feed cycle because it takes too long. But that's how it works. It's currently wired for 220 volts, 3-phase. It's got a coolant tank in the base. A hydraulic tank is mounted behind the machine underneath it. And she's all ready to go. Thank you very much.